Intel reveals Putin's plan to win American. Since Russian President Vladimir Putin began a war in Ukraine in February, his resignation has been foretold. The invasion hasn't been the swift success he'd hoped for, and he's said to have cancer. Putin may wager that he can outlive his adversaries and the Biden administration, whose security aid for Ukraine has prevented a Russian triumph. Former CIA and DHS officials told the Daily Beast that Putin's scheme to survive the Biden administration may involve influence operations to secure a more favorable American political climate. This program will seek to influence voters in the midterms and the presidential election in 2024, says Daniel Hoffman, a former CIA Moscow chief of station. According to a U.S. intelligence community brief received by the Daily Beast, Russian influence activities seem to be weakening American support for Ukraine assistance. The May intelligence brief from the Department of Homeland Security claims the Kremlin's influence arm has concentrated nearly solely on the Ukraine conflict. Russian official media and proxies blame Western assistance for Ukraine for the war's length and the food crisis. Putin invaded Ukraine, causing the war and grain export concerns. The intelligence team also believes that the Russian government is a key danger to the US owing to its harmful cyber activities against federal, state, local, tribal, and territorial governments, electoral organizations, and more. Russian influence merchants have focused on the premise that Western security aid to Ukraine escalated the fighting. According to Brian Harrell, a former DHS assistant secretary, these narratives will undoubtedly expand as Putin consolidates power. Any skilled spy will tell you Putin is unknowable. Russian information operations can help. Putin hopes that by diverting Americans from backing Ukraine and by continuing to conquer major Ukrainian cities, he will fend off defeat in Ukraine and an overthrow. US ambassador warns Putin still wants control of Ukraine. Gavin Wild, a former director for Russia, Baltic, and Caucasus Affairs at the White House National Security Council, said Russian electoral involvement may include promoting people or themes that reverse sanctions on Russia.